No matter where we work or what roles we are engaged in, social workers are concerned about human behavior. Sometimes we focus on the behavior of one individual, but often we are concerned about how people behave when they interact with each other in various settings. Social workers have historically used a person-in-environment framework for thinking about human behavior. Individual behavior is understood to be influenced by the multiple environments in which the individual interacts, and those environments are understood to be influenced by the behaviors of the individuals interacting in them. Both people and environments are multidimensional. People have biological, cognitive, emotional, and spiritual dimensions. Each individual operates in a unique multidimensional environment, consisting of culture and a physical environment and such social combinations as families, small groups, and larger systems. Each personal and environmental dimension is connected to every other dimension and affected by changes in other dimensions. In this way, human behavior is multi-determined, developed as the result of many influences. It is important to add the element of time to the person-in-environment framework to call attention to the dynamic, ever-changing nature of people and environments. Time can be thought of in many ways. Humans are capable of mental time travel, using reminiscence to think about the past, while living in the present and anticipating the future. We live in particular historical eras with particular types of institutions, technologies, and geopolitical circumstances, providing both options and constraints on behavior. From ancient times, chronological age has been an important way to think about human behavior over time. The person-in-environment framework is an old idea for social work, but it is also a good framework for contemporary social work because it can accommodate new developments in human science, such as the emotional life of the brain, human-robot interactions, social media, human rights, economic globalization, and environmental justice. As we live our lives, we join with other humans to develop physical landscapes and structures, technologies, and social systems that form the context of our lives. Once developed, these landscapes, structures, technologies, and systems come to shape the way we interact with each other and with our natural environments. For example, contamination of a city's drinking water comes about by an interaction of an aspect of the natural environment, water, with human actions that poison the water. Human efforts to construct water storage, treatment, and delivery systems, and decisions made by actors in the economic and government institutions. Contaminated drinking water can cause biological, cognitive, and emotional damage to individual children, which then affects family, school, and community life. There is much diversity in human behavior, shaped by an interaction of genetics with the environmental context in which we live our lives. It is important for social workers to recognize the many forms of human diversity, as well as the socially constructed hierarchies of power that have been applied to these differences.